Sam Verrett. I'm MJ Acosta-Ruiz. Look, allow us to distract you from your last-minute online shopping. Don't even worry about it, because those gifts are not going to make it on time. Sorry to tell you.
It's the thought that counts.
It is the thought, and they will appreciate it. But just lean into our latest news on LeBron James and his new record, plus a check on the college football playoffs. But let's start, Stan, with NFL action right here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and a Christmas wish for fans watching in Denver. There's been nothing under the tree for them come playoff time since 2015 when they won the Super Bowl. Broncos would clinch the playoff spot, taking on the Chargers at SoFi Stadium. Picking up second quarter. Bo Nix hooking up with Michael Burton for the touchdown. Nix 29 of 42 to 63 yards. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns for the Broncos. Denver up 14-7. After a Chargers field goal, Nix hits Marvin Mims Jr. He takes off down the sideline for a 53-yard catch and run. Denver now inside the 6. 2 plays later, second and goal from the 6. Nix to Devon Valet, back of the end zone. First time in the last 45 seasons the Broncos have started a road game with 3 straight touchdown drives. Sean Payton said he emphasizes starting quickly on Thursday because of the fatigue factor late in games on 3 days rest. So now 8 seconds left in the half. Broncos punting on 4th and 12. Darius Davis calls for a fair catch, but Tremont Smith runs into him, and there's a penalty. Smith called for a fair catch interference, resulting in an untimed down. Now, the rule for a fair catch kick states that a team can attempt a field goal after a fair catch. And because there's no time on the clock, Chargers are going to give it a try. It's only been done 26 times ever in NFL history. Defenders can't rush, and Cameron Dicker gets to try it from 57 yards out. Nails it. Wow. Longest free kick in NFL history. Last try was by Joey Slye for Carolina in 2019. The last make, Ray Worshing for the Chargers in 1976. 21-13 LA at the half. Third quarter now. Herbert to Stone Smart for 19 yards. Big pickup there. Now first and goal from the Broncos 5. Gus Edwards will finish the job. His second touchdown of the game. 14 carries, 68 yards for Edwards. Chargers go for 2, but didn't get it, so they're down 24-19. We go to the 4th. Chargers with the ball in the red zone. Herbert nicked up in this game, but he toughed it out to Davis in the end zone. Here's another look at that throw. As the Chargers go for 2. Ensuing 2-point conversion, Herbert tip, but Josh Palmer comes down with the grab back of the end zone for a successful 2-point conversion. How about the concentration from Palmer? And the Chargers go up 27-24. After Denver 3 and out, Chargers facing 3rd and 10 from their own 10. Herbert under pressure, but he's going to tuck it and go. 16-yard gain, and he moved the chain. Next play, Edwards makes a man miss, breaks a tackle, and Edwards 43 yards into Denver territory. The ball came out, but they said he was down. Later in the drive, Herbert to Hassan Haskins, who makes a defender miss, and he's in for a touchdown. Herbert threw for 284 yards, and the Chargers win a big one, 34-27.
Just resilient, stayed the course, and that was all our players. That was all our guys, and yeah, just how about those Chargers?
We emphasize all week, hey, this is a playoff game to us. It's the environment, it's the team. They're obviously, very talented and incredible team. So for us to be able to pull away with one there, I thought it was awesome for us.
It feels like the holidays, and I'm so glad we gifted ourselves before Christmas, because it would have been a bummer if we didn't get this win. But as you can see, if you look around, everyone's happy, and we got more, you know what I'm saying? The feeling is more, it's hunger, it's this is the start of us rolling through it. And not just the next 2 games, but, playoffs and on. And that's the feeling.
So now the Chargers have to hope for losses by Indiana and Miami to clinch a playoff spot. Herbert stayed cool under pressure Thursday, completing 9 passes for 129 yards and 2 touchdowns when facing pressure and setting season highs in all 3 categories. Bo Nix struggled under pressure and couldn't get anything downfield all night. His 40 pass attempts on Thursday traveled an average of just 1 yard past the line of scrimmage. So now the Broncos still waiting to clinch that berth.
We had a fast start, was encouraged by that. And then uncharacteristically this season, we didn't finish or play nearly well enough in the second half, both offensively and defensively.
Well, the good thing is my role is going to be pretty simple because everybody in that locker room, every guy wants to already play next week. I think at this point, we're all competitively frustrated, and I think we're excited for this opportunity. We know this next one's the most important, and we just want to, I think, go out next week and not feel this way again.
Thursday Night Football means Damien Woody with us on SportsCenter from Los Angeles. Dame, it looked like the Broncos were in control of this game in the first half, and then in the second half, the Chargers come out and put them away, something they've had trouble doing at times this season. How'd they get it done this time?
Yeah, listen, it was a tale of two halves. You saw in the first half the Denver Broncos were able to do pretty much whatever they wanted to do. They were able to run the ball, and then they couldn't get pressure on Bo Nix, and so the Denver Broncos were able to march up and down the field. But listen, in that second half, you saw some key adjustments. They came after Bo Nix with more pressure. They were able to stop the run. And I thought Justin Herbert played an outstanding football game, considering the fact that the Chargers weren't able to run the football. So, listen, you got to give credit to the Los Angeles Chargers for being able to finish a game, something that they haven't been able to do for quite some time.
All right, Dame, so now both of these teams look like they're going to be playoff teams. So let's take a look at the outlook for them as we head into the postseason, beginning with the Chargers.
Yeah, listen, you're talking about a team that has one of the top defenses in the National Football League. They're banged up on the back end of their defense. Hopefully they get some of their guys back healthy to help strengthen up that defense. And then obviously you got Justin Herbert, one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League, and then Jim Harbaugh to go along with that. So it's going to be a very formidable team as they march towards the postseason.
Meanwhile, the Broncos, their playoff spot delayed, could have clinched with a win in this game. We think eventually they'll get there. How about the turnaround Sean Payton's made in Denver?
Oh, listen, it's been a remarkable coaching job by Sean Payton. Think about all the dead money that the Broncos have on their cap with the whole Russell Wilson deal, and able to go out there and draft a rookie quarterback in Bo Nix and have him, navigate this whole season. They find themselves on the cusp of the playoff berth. It's just a tremendous coaching job by Sean Payton and company.
So both these teams now get that mini bye week. They don't play again until a week from Saturday. Chargers head to New England to take on the Patriots. Broncos go to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. Dame, always great to have you on the show. Happy holidays to you and the fam.
Same to you, my brother.
All right, lots more to come on the Chargers win at SoFi Stadium. Plus, Lindsey Theory on that kick, the longest free kick in NFL history. That's still to come later on SportsCenter.
What can't Patrick Mahomes overcome? The Chiefs QB will start against the Texans on Sunday despite his ankle injury. Head coach Andy Reid said Mahomes was a full participant in practice this week, taking on a full workload on Thursday. Mahomes suffered a high ankle sprain late in the Chiefs' victory over the Browns last week. More NFL injury news. TJ Watt will be available for the Steelers despite an ankle injury. Pittsburgh wide receiver George Pickens not as fortunate. He'll miss his third straight game. Geno Smith left last week's loss with a knee injury, but he is expected to play this week. And Saints running back Alvin Kamara is doubtful to play on Monday.
Hey, but that guy Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
There's always that, Stan. All right, let's head to the NBA now. The Knicks versus the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns makes his